greatest rainfall disaster for this city in history. Think about that.
So we're on the right-hand side of that rotation.
Yeah, which is the worst place to be.
It is.
Saturday about 9:30, just looking at the radar and how deep red it was.
Wow, listen at it, it's really coming down now.
It just sat, and the level and the amount of rain per hour was astronomical, and it just sat.
We have always been known as a community where neighbors help neighbors. So those of you who have boats and high water vehicles, we need your help.
Orlando and his family here out this afternoon after the request from the county judge.
Neighborhoods with water up to wherever.
Anybody in there? We are here to assist and give aid.
And people desperate to get out and getting on boats.
We've saved probably 150, 200 on this boat alone, plus there's hundreds of other boats out here. It's just amazing the outpouring of people that are willing to help.
And you see children being handed to rescue crews. Lives destroyed, lives interrupted.
I grabbed a pair of pajamas, clothes for 2 days, and said, let's go.
Lives turned upside down. All over the city, not just one area, not just part of an area, all over the city.
There are still hundreds and hundreds of folks who need to get to higher ground.
First it was evacuation.
The good news here, as you can see, there is a full court press of first responders.
Then it was the shelters. That became a scene unto itself.
In the Georgia Brown, they're being offered food, sleeping equipment, clothing, medical services, as we seek to transition them to a better place.
This mass of humanity that is displaced and suddenly has to be taken care of.
You see mothers just curled up on cardboard with their babies.
And their stories were incredible. I walked 3 hours in high water to get back to my family. The roof caved in. These guys came in boats and they picked us up and they got us out of there.
This has been an unprecedented storm, a lot of rain falling in the entire region, not just the city of Houston, but in the entire region.
If they don't release it, you go over the banks and they have no control then.
We were on the brink of the entire city being swallowed if those dams had burst.
We have never seen water this high. We have water in some locations going into the second stories of homes and the second story of apartment buildings.
That's why they were releasing water from the reservoirs. For a couple of days, they felt like we got this, we can manage it. In the process, we're gonna flood some homes because we're releasing water. Better to flood a few thousand homes than lose an entire city.
1 week after Harvey hit, and it still takes a boat ride to get to his house.
Some people will be out of their homes for months, maybe even a year plus.
Crews are working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The city has jumped in with both feet and said, let's get this city back on its feet. People are going to be getting their homes back together. Businesses are going to be starting up again.
Starting today, they're all back together under the same roof.
As overwhelming as the tragedy is, the compassion is just as overwhelming.
We as moms can get out there. We might not be able to do drywall, but we can make sandwiches.
I really have been amazed at how people have responded, either by their donations.
We're all people together helping each other, and that's the way it should be all the time. It's a beautiful thing.
Their time.
My job is saving pictures. We've saved actually a lot of them.
Their prayers.
We say we worshiped and now we're doing workship.
As difficult as all of this has been, think of all the problems this thing created. It has been matched by the generosity and the compassion and the diligence of the people here, determined to overcome, to get the city back on its feet.
That's what makes our city great.
And you do that one person at a time, one neighborhood at a time, and eventually the entire city heals.
It should be called a city of help, because they are helping me and a lot of other people.
We will heal. Won't be easy, won't be quick, but we'll heal. And we'll learn lessons from this.
This storm has not redefined who we are. If anything, this storm has made us even stronger and prouder to be Houstonians.